Hey, what's going on everyone? Today I'm going to be ranking all Pokemon starters from Generation 1 to Generation 9 in these 5 categories. The first category is just going to be perfect. Everything perfect, down to the last minute detail. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. The second category is going to be, it's pretty amazing. It's not the best, but it's pretty much up there. The third one, I don't like it, but I don't hate it. The fourth one's gonna be ugh, not the total worst, but it's not good. And the fifth one, well, let's just pretend those don't exist, eh? So yeah, anyways, let's get started. So for our first Pokemon, Bulbasaur, I'm gonna put it in the meh tier. Although the design is pretty cool, I think it's only just a good baseline for a starter. Don't get me wrong, I like Bulbasaur, but I just think there's nothing too crazy about it. Unlike Bulbasaur, though, I'm going to put Charmander and Squirtle in the amazing tier. You can't really go wrong with the most sought after and one of the most famous starters in the world, but let's not forget Squirtle because it's a very well executed water turtle. Now we move on to the Johto starters, and for our first one, I'm going to put it in the amazing tier. I don't get why the fandom hates Chikorita because it's super adorable. From the leaf on its head to the cute little smile it has, Chikorita is one of my favorite starters. Cyndaquil, I'm putting in the amazing tier. Overall, a very well done baby slash wimpy Pokemon, as well as a nice unique fire type starter. For Totodile, I'm going to put it in the amazing tier. The baby crocodile's design is just cool. I absolutely love its adorable face. Now we move on to the Hoenn region, and first up is Trico, which I will put in the meh tier. When I look at Trico, it doesn't particularly strike me as a tree gecko, and I think the design isn't really hitting it for me. I would put it in Yikes, but Trico's personality saves it 100%. I'm also going to give Mudkip the meh tier. Like Trico, I don't really like the resemblance of the Mudskipper in the Pokemon, and I think its design is a little too simple for my liking. Torchic, however, gets the amazing tier. I love how Torchic looks and it's a hit for me. The design of it and the similarities it has to a baby chick is very well done. I would put this in the perfect category, but I just think it's just a tiny bit off. Alright, time for Sinnoh, probably my favorite region. First, we got Turtwig, which I'll put in the meh category. My least favorite Gen 4 starter, and it doesn't even look terrible. I honestly quite like the starter, regardless of its simplicity. The color scheme of it is very nice, as well as it also being very cute. Chimchar is going in the amazing tier, simply for being a very well designed fire monkey. My only problem is that it looks over designed, like a person with tattoos everywhere on their body, which is why it's not perfect. The same definitely can't be said for my favorite starter of all time, Piplup, as it's going in the perfect tier. Now I know all you Toyotats are gonna hate me, but it's true. My go-to starter, Piplup, is an adorable little baby penguin with a very cute design and color scheme. Everything about it says perfect to me. Time for the first non-Japan inspired region, Unova. We're gonna start by putting Snivy in the amazing tier, and I can argue that it's better than the Cantonian starters. I think Snivy is a cool Pokemon with a not too overly complicated design and the concept of a hybrid between flora and fauna. Can't say much for the other Univin starters though. Tepig's going in the meh tier. Borderline amazing, but just not enough qualities to be considered it. I love the design of the pig, it's amazing, don't get me wrong. But I don't know what it is, but it's not rubbing off me the right way. Oshawott, however, gets our first yikes. I don't like it. Maybe Pokemon Horizons will make it a meh, but as of right now, I don't like the color scheme, though the design is okay at best. I could put it at meh, but I think I'll just leave it here. Maybe next time. Alright, time for the Laffy Daffy region, Kalos, and we're starting off very strong with Fennekin, going in the perfect tier. I just love the little fox. It looks like a Pokemon that I could just hug for hours. From the cute design, and the ear hair, to the wonderful color scheme, Fennekin is my favorite fire-type starter. And just like Stonks, we're gonna crash. Chespin's getting a goodbye. Now, I think I can speak for everyone when I say Chespin is one of the worst looking starters. Now, if you like Chespin, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you, and I totally support you. But I just don't get it. It's so basic and oddly designed, and with so many other starters, it's one of my least favorites. Froakie, however, part of everyone's favorite Kalos evolution line, is going in the amazing tier. I really like the frubbles it has around its neck like a scarf, and the frog resemblance works very well with it, so, just like many others, it's one of my favorites. Alright, time for Lila, and to start off, I'm going to put Litten in the meh category. I'm basing this whole ranking system off of only the starters, so if that's the case, then this is exactly where Litten belongs for me. Nothing too special, just a fire cat with a very basic but well executed color scheme.
Roll it into that tier.
It's a ball, it's a bird, it's a meme. What more could you ask for? Sure, the anime and fandom influenced this decision heavily, and I did recently see some beautiful fan art of Rowlet in costumes, but regardless, it's going in the perfect tier. All the characteristics of a bird with a funny and simple but beautiful color scheme. Poplio, however, is going in the meh category. Rather than putting it in the goodbye category like
80% of you guys would.
I think Poplio was quite well designed with a successful color scheme, so I'm not sure why people hate it so much. It doesn't deserve it at all. Alrighty mates, time for the gala region. Sorry, just trying out my British accent. Let me continue. First up, we have Grookey. Despite its love in the community, I don't really like the theme of this one, so it's going to the top of the yikes tier. I could put it low meh, but it's just something about it that I don't like. Next up is Sobble, who is also getting in the yikes category. This region might not have a strong set of starters, as Sobble's design is a bit confusing to me. The only thing I like about it is the color scheme, but otherwise, the baseline personality it gets is just annoying, like Grookey. Scorbunny, the only valid Galarian starter in my opinion, is going in the amazing tier. Arguably better than the Kanto starters, Scorbunny is a unique design that utilizes the legs of a bunny and turns it into a rock-kicking machine. Not to mention, the red and white design makes it look very adorable. Last but not least, maybe even best, we have the Paldea starters. Now keep in mind, I'm only going to judge these three based on what I know so far. That being said, let's start with my least favorite Paldean starter, Sprigatito, which I'm going to put in the amazing category. Sprigs is a very wonderful looking house cat with a very unique but not perfect design. However, Pokemon Horizons is an anime that just came out, featuring Sprigs as the protagonist's main partner, and given the episodes we have so far, there's a good chance Sprigs might get a better rating. Fuecoco?
Instant perfect tier.
My second favorite starter overall, Fuecoco's design is just spot on. The Totodile-like Baby Croc is so much better executed than its former, and its colors mesh much better than most starters out there. Just perfect. Quaxley is also a perfect tier. You might be asking, why is Quaxley so high up if you only put the average looking starters in the meh tier? Well, there's one single thing that makes it perfect, along with many other details like its pristine and clean white feathers, and that's the hair. In any scenario that I see this duck, its comb over is always a highlight of it. Reflecting the beautiful blue off of it and shining with wonders, Quaxley is a great way to end the starter rankings. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please chuck a like down below. And if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe with the bell on. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.